Hey everyone, my name's Avey, and today I'm going to be talking about why the newest KHOROVOD event is the worst one ever released in Tarkov. Don't worry, I'm not just going to be flaming BSG, but after this video you will realize how much of a disaster it really is. Here are the timestamps for the individual parts of the video in case you already know what the event is about and you just want to hear about the issues with it. In the KHOROVOD event, players have the option to choose the KHOROVOD mode on the map selection screen. This limits the map choice to shoreline, highlighting a path of transits all the way to interchange, totaling 6 maps. To unlock the transit on each map, players have to visit a Christmas market which is placed in front of the west wing of Resort on Shoreline, in front of the supermarket in the village on Lighthouse, at the helicopter on Reserve, and the sawmill on Woods, on the main intersection on Customs, and the concert stage in the middle of Interchange. Basically in a spot that everyone goes through on every single map. What you then have to do is get a special event fuel that spawns close to a generator or the Christmas tree. Then you have to start the generator with it. Afterwards, you have to defend the generator for 5 minutes from waves of scavs. We're talking tens and not kidding hundreds of scavs rushing your position. The generator also breaks about once a minute, so you have to go and repair it for a couple of seconds. Then after the 5 minutes pass, you can head to the transit and do this for a total of 6 times across 6 maps mentioned earlier, without dying, or else you'll have to go all the way from the beginning again. So you might think, wow, that sounds absolutely horrible. And yes, it is, but wait till you hear about the rest of what's going on. Buckle up, cause this ain't gonna be a short list. First of all, we have the expected early wipe lags, desync, etc, server issues, so imagine being on some of the later maps and trying to hide from scavs coming from all sides when the server just decides to plop you back out into the open and you die. Great. Next we have the fact that player scavs can spawn like 2 to 3 minutes after the start of the raid for some reason, so not only do you attract hundreds of scavs to your generator, now you can enjoy fearless hordes of player scavs that don't care about dying because of another bug, which is that if you die on your scav, you have another scav without a cooldown right away. So they don't have to be afraid of anything, they just go in again, rush other people, and do it until it works. This is supposed to be fixed in a bit, but it's still not at the time of making this video. Also, player scavs can be invisible. Yeah. Then we have the fact that the fuel that you have to put inside the generator on every map that you get with the generator or at the Christmas tree next to it can get taken by anyone, and there's only one, so then you're screwed. Or hear this, you can sometimes not even spawn. You can take your own fuel with you at the start of the run, but obviously you can only take 1, maximum 2, which is also too many because then you don't have room for more food and ammo, and you're also really heavy, and yeah, you get it. So basically, you can get RNG'd on your last maps and just have to go again because you can't transit to the next map. Then, one of the more frustrating things that can happen is one that a lot of people have been dealing with since the start of this wipe. Raids not counting after extracting. Let's say you're going from Reserve to Woods. You spawn in and magically you have everything that you had exactly like before when you started your Reserve raid. Which is nice because you have more ammo, but it also means that it messes up your quests and the event and you don't get any progress. A lot of people have been reporting this happening on Interchange, which is the last map where they spawn in and they have the stuff that they had on their Customs raid, which is the map before Interchange. Great so far, right? But fear not, because there's more. There's also an event quest that makes other people hunt the people doing the quest mentioned earlier, so good luck trying to survive the rats crouch walking to your location and waiting for you to finish the generator since you can't hear a goddamn thing through the music blasting from the stands while they get alerted halfway across the map that you're doing it. That's not the final and the worst issue. The worst one is, it doesn't even count when you complete it. Yeah, once you go through 6 maps, back to back, fending off hundreds of scavs rushing you, players hunting you, rats extract camping you, while you have no sound because of the music, and the lags because the servers are shitting themselves, getting lucky and having all fuel spawn on every map, it doesn't even have to work. Yeah, they'll probably fix it, but honestly after going through this tens of times, getting close and close, and just encountering one of the bugs that prevented progress, I'm not even going to try it again because it might not even work, so what's the point? It's just not fun, and you shouldn't do things that aren't fun just because of an achievement that nobody cares about and clothes that don't even look good, to be honest. If the event was hard, sure. Hard can be fun and really rewarding, right? Like those quests that tell you to kill other people doing the event, that's good, right? You want some conflict, you don't want it to be PvE and do it in one try, right? Hard is really, really good, and it can be really rewarding, right? If you commit the time to it. But this is just frustrating and full of bugs. If you want to try it after it might get fixed, go ahead and give it a try. I mean, it's actually pretty fun. If it actually goes to your plan, right? Like killing people, killing scavs, it being hard, that's all good. If you get the bugs, then, you know, it ruins your whole experience. And, you know, if you're doing it for like your 10th or 15th try and on the second to last map some stuff happens, you get booted out of the raid, and since it's marathon, it just puts you back in your stash and you have to go for the past 5 maps again. Yeah, it's just not fun. And so that's about it for me, and have a great wipe.